This was great.
No.
No, it was.
No. I'm going to give an Orange Cassidy thumbs up.
I'm going to give it a full thumbs up.
Wow. No. Match sucked.
Edge taking on Finn Balor.
Why did this match suck? Because of the way that Edge quit.
No. I liked it.
No. Edge needs to retire.
No.
This needs to be his last match.
No.
Why? What more does he have to do? What more does he have to prove? Who in the fuck cares about Edge? Who in the fuck cares about Judgment Day? I don't fucking care about any of this. I just don't.
Are you done?
Yes. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Because fuck this stupid bullshit Judgment Day bullshit. Why in the fuck is this still happening? It's absolutely fucking terrible. Like they need to burn this. They need to burn the storyline to the ground.
All right, I'm gonna reel you back here, and I'm gonna rebut this.
No.
No. You're gonna let me talk now because I let you talk.
Fine, go for it. Try and redeem this bullshit.
I will because I think they did an awesome job at it, and here's why. So, Edge would not quit under his own thing, where they had to take Edge doing that under duress. They're setting up something more, but also where Rhea actually still hit the concerto on Beth is making them look incredibly vindictive, incredibly strong. And actually, I think it was a great thing. But also, you know what the funny thing was? Finn Balor won the match, but the referee never said that he won the match. I want you to rebut that. Instead of, it sucks.
So
I actually rebutted this with good story because
there's no good story about this.
I want you to explain that.
So why do you involve someone who's technically retired from the ring? Why do you involve Beth Phoenix?
Oh no! You don't. You don't rebut this with a question to me. You have to rebut this without asking me.
Okay, so they had to involve Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix and Edge is as old as aged milk at this point. Number 2, who in the fuck is going to come to Edge's aid since all of his fucking friends are just dead in the water at this point? Number 3, Judgment Day in general is just a bunch of hodgepodge little goth punks who don't even have like a cohesive style of wrestling at this point. They're just kind of here being thugs. What is this fucking Retribution from 2020? That's what it looks like to me. And number 4, where in the fuck do they go from this point? Okay, great, you defeated Edge. Now what are you going to do? Are you going to go beat something else up now? Like, where is this going? This should die. This should die like Honor No More should have died. You're kind of developed as a team, and now it's just like, where in the fuck do you go from here? Your adversaries, like, if you want to go for the world title shot, guess what? They're fucking heels too, you fucks. Where in the fuck do you go?
Here's where I would go with this. Because honestly, I think, well, number 1, Judgment Day has been consistently winning their matches. And not like with some screwy bullshit, with like clean decisive. They have been standing on top and been in main events for pretty much every Raw for like 2 or 3 months.
But what's their end game? What's the end game of this?
That's where you go from this point, is you have to start something new. They're not going to. I think the new going to is going to be at the Rumble. Like, that's going to be where they have to go from here.
But that's like 8 months away from
now. Here's my thing. I do agree with you to an extent of adding Beth Phoenix at this point was unnecessary. But at the same time, where you have Finn Balor, who has all the momentum, and they didn't want Edge to look weak because they still want to use him. Where if that was a way to at least have him say, I quit for the protection of his wife, that's fine.
Edge needs to retire. He just does. He needs to leave. I mean, his stay is so long overdue. I mean, honestly,
this is coming from a guy who loves it. I love Edge.
If you want Judgment Day to continue, they need to move away from Edge. But honestly, I don't see it happening, and they're gonna ruin it.
Not anytime soon, and I think I have to agree with you on that. That's very disappointing. I think either they focus within the Dominic Rey Mysterio
they need
sub-arc,
they need to leave Rey Mysterio too, because Rey Mysterio is inexplicably tied with Edge. They need to leave. They need to detach themselves from the umbilical cord that's Edge and Rey Mysterio.
I can get that.
And they need to do something
They have the legitimacy already.
with Finn Balor. But WWE does not know how to build good factions. They haven't done it like the past 10 years.
They do. What are you talking about?
No, they don't.
No, the problem is that both of them are heels.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
what do you do with that?
actually, no. The factions within WWE right now are incredibly diverse. Just three of the four of them are heels. You have Imperium, you have the Bloodline, and then you have Judgment Day. Compared to the Brawling Brutes, they're all factions. Three or more factions.
There needs to be, and it cannot involve Edge, it cannot involve Rey Mysterio, but there needs to be a new faction that rises up against Judgment Day to counteract.
Here's what you do.
The Judgment Day.
Here's what you do. I got this. Because this is gonna be kind of a risky one, but I think they can do this. Judgment Day goes after the tag titles. Just follow me here for a second, because I think you'll like this.
Oh, Lord.
No. You have two different diverging things. Because this would be uber heel heat right here. Dominic Mysterio beats Bobby Lashley and wins the United States champion. Uber heel heat. Awesome. But then you have Finn Balor and Damian Priest, who have been tagging together and winning, go after the Usos.
But they're both heels.
Hold on. Follow me on this. Hold on. You'll like this, because I think this is great. You have Sami Zayn or Solo Sikoa inadvertently screw the Usos. You still have that tension there. You get those titles off of the Usos. You start the program with them taking on Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa without the champions. Then you have all the members of Judgment Day, who are other than Bloodline, are the hottest faction in wrestling right now. Be the hottest faction in wrestling. But then you have that uber heat with Dominic. And then you have Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, United States champion, WrestleMania. Boom. That's how you win. Because then it gets to the point where Rey Mysterio can't do it where he actually has to attack his kid.
The only other thing I see is that perhaps a Randy Orton-centric faction.
That'd be cool.
Where maybe
rated RKO taking on Judgment Day for the tag team titles at WrestleMania.
Exactly. That's the only reason I would ever see Edge come back into the fray, is if Randy Orton is leading the faction. Kind of like, how Shawn Michaels was the original originator, like he was the original leader of DX, and then he left and Triple H took over. So what if it's the same thing where Edge was the original leader of Rated RKO, and then he retires or like goes away, and then Randy Orton takes up the reign. It's Randy Orton, Riddle, and Edge as a team.
You mean Randy Orton, Riddle, and Rey Mysterio?
No, Randy Orton, Riddle, and Edge.
I thought Edge was retiring.
No, but then he comes back. It's Rated RK Bros.
Now I can see the tie-in with RK Bro given the main event.
Yep.
But at the same time,
Randy Orton is clearly the leader of that.
My thing is that I still think if you have rated RKO taking on Judgment Day for the titles at Mania, it doesn't matter who's the faction leader. It's I have somebody new because Rey Mysterio is dealing with Dominic. Because then you have the setup for Dominic Rey at WrestleMania for the United States Champion.
But I want Rey and Dominic Mysterio to be
separated. They're doing that right now. And if they have to have the blow off because that's been the rivalry there.
But maybe not a WrestleMania one. Maybe it's.
I still think a WrestleMania.
Anyways, let's move on to the last match because we've been at this long enough.
I still think Dominic should win the United States
We're like what? We're like what? 13 minutes?
25.
Oh my God! All right, let's move on.